My idler dispatch this week comes from the hills of Tamil Nadu, the backbone of the southern end of India that separates the state of Tamil Nadu from Kerala. And I've come to the very remarkable Rajakkad Estate. It features a wooden house built solely of wood, about 400-500 years old, in a traditional style that picks up on Indian Vaitsu Shatsa, which is the Indian feng shui. Very elegant, beautiful, humane house of courtyards, of colonnades, of angles that draw you in, not confuse you. And it had ended up on this hill in Tamil Nadu because it was bought by Jeremy Fry of Fry's Chocolate about 20 or more years ago, and is now a magical place to come and stay. The garden has been built around it and seems to amplify the extraordinary abundance of life that you feel visiting a country often, because life takes on strange shapes and sounds and so stands out all the more to you. This fecundity bursting in the heat of even February in India, cooled by passing breezes as well, sets you thinking about life, and how quite quickly you notice that whilst there's the rising of colour, of shape, of pattern, of sound, there's also the falling of leaves, of light. The dying is found right in the midst of the living. It's almost like there's, well, after Darwin we would say a competition, but I think more it's a kind of exuberance, almost like an ecstasy it feels like, where the living and the dying go hand in hand, the rising and the falling, the colouring and then the browning are part and parcel of the same singular process. It's unnerving as well as beautiful. It's challenging in its own way, again, especially when visiting a strange place and so not knowing how to read the plants, how to understand the sounds and the animals. But I'm here on the Rajakkad Estate when in the world news stories are still emerging from the terrible earthquake in Turkey and Syria, where the failures of housing policy, the corruption of systems, the follies of humanity have led to such terrible death and destruction, something unnatural it feels. And whilst this sense of life's rising and falling doesn't answer any of those questions to do with justice, of course, it does make you think about this experience that we're all having, this existence that we find ourselves thrown into. As the existentialists put it, we don't ask to be born, we don't ask to die, and yet somehow those two poles are part of the one experience. So there's something sobering as well as delightful, crazy about being here in this beautiful part of the world, where the spirit of humanity wanting to build a holy wooden house on a hilltop in Tamil Nadu, having the means to do such a thing, meets nature, constantly breaking through, pushing back against human interruption, human intrusion. And yet that's the game of life which we're on, for all of its joys and its woes. We can't separate the two, it seems. And as William Blake put it, man was made for joy and woe, and when this we rightly know, through the world we safely go.